can do it, but he could not do it. And Jericho pinched in a little bit tighter. He tried to shut out the pain without blacking out. Turning again. There you see. There he got it in.
He don't have it locked. He's not that much trouble going out.
They got turned and he got out of it. One of the escapes. He's got it on. Chris Jericho.
Leave a wake-up call.
Jericho picked him up, handed it back, and released him on the way down.
Just when you think you got Jericho, he shows you something.
Cover. Putting the rope, Billy Silverman saw it, but stops the two counts. And there's an argument going on between Jericho and Billy Silverman here. A lot of times that release suplex, much more effective than a straight suplex, because with the release, your opponent hits first and harder than you do. Jericho.
What's happening, RB? Actions, what's happening? What's going on with y'all?
And Jericho choking away at Dean Malenko.
Hold on real quick. I'll be right back. I gotta get some water.
Vacated.
Thought I had some water here.
Vacated by a very unusual set of circumstances, but one that you can understand and see.
Slowly on the walk. Going through his mind.
Fans are laying into Jericho, but I think Jericho right now is into this match focusing that out. Although he did turn to him one brief time and looks out. Boy, it's Jericho distracted just momentarily. Yeah, Mike. The Lionsaw. That momentary distraction allowed Malenko.
That's right. That's happened second inning.
To avoid it. Malenko comes up with a great move to send Jericho down. Malenko seemingly has a second wind here. Sends Jericho over. 1, 2. Even 10, 15 minutes into this match, Malenko's still so fluid, so smooth in the ring. It's getting the move. Dean Malenko. Jericho trying to fight him off.
He's getting down with the good foot there, isn't he?
Oh, got the knee to the forehead. This could be it. No, oh.
You don't get much closer.
Look on Jericho's face says it all. Malenko grabbing 2 hands full of hair and driving him face first to the mat. Holds his ground. Back body drop. Malenko knew what happened, but miss as he turned around and tried to damn it, get you in the midsection.
Okay.
Top again.
God, give me some water.
Right now, Malenko is firing away on the
What's going on, everybody?
And Malenko
How's everybody doing on the Sunday night?
could be
Well, it's still kind of Sunday. Well, Sunday night here too, but the sun's still out.
trying for that gut buster from the top. We've seen it before, but
Hey, what's happening, cuz? Daniel in the building. What's going on? Salute, salute, salute. Muhammad, I see you. What's going on there? Oh, what's going on, everybody?
3 10 counts. That's how much he's actually
Yeah.
in this program so far.
I'm turning this down.
Billy Silverman up to 6.
Let me turn this off. What's going on, y'all?
So get up here now. Oh my! Holy God, escape that.
Uh,
I tell you, that was the
Oh.
Jericho that time.
got it in my pocket.
He thought he was down, but he knew what he was doing.
Oh man.
Coach Dean Malenko. Malenko trying to fight him off. One. One.
You know, I seen something before I hopped on here. Because I was gonna play an audio, or I was gonna figure out how to show. I was gonna show a documentary on therapy, but I was gonna play the audio version for y'all. And then I came across this video. It was a hood vlog. that they that was done in my hometown, right? It was from like last year, and it was in it was on the east side. It's a section over on the east side, known as Parkway Gardens. And I see some little dudes in there, you know what I'm saying? They're talking about, yeah, Parkway Gardens, because it's a barrio now, right? It's a barrio. You know, that the Norteños, you know, run, right? I don't know why these motherfuckers can never find a fucking section to stay at. But so they was talking about it, you know, a little bit about the history or whatever. They talk about like the older homies. Now, when they said the older homies, that's when I was like, well, you could be mentioning any of my homeboys, or you couldn't be mentioning anything about the couldn't be mentioning anything about the older older homies, you know, or the older folks that used to, you know, run through Parkway Gardens back in the day, right? So, and this is what I'll be talking about. This is why history lesson needs to be taught, because you get a lot of these youngsters coming out here doing these vlogs and stuff, and they be giving out, like, I understand that's their history. That's what they grew up around, but they don't give you like the full history. There's like, I don't know what it is, how people like to leave out certain parts of history just to feed their own narrative on what they want to put out there. Like there's a whole nother part to Parkway Gardens that they did not mention. Now let me educate y'all on a little something real quick. You know, because I'm one who can educate y'all on Fairfield, California, because I lived out there. I grew up there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just live there. I grew up out there, you know, for over 30 years, you know? For about 35 years, I lived in that motherfucker, right? So, and I seen it grow from what it used to be to, you know, where it was by the time that I moved out here to Sacramento, right? So when I grew up, you know, now, you know, this is primarily from the time that I jumped off the porch and started doing my thing, you know, in that time period. And even just slightly before that, because the thing is, the older homies above me always gave us the history lesson. They always told us what it was, you know what I'm saying, at this time and that time. And then there's still some things about I'm still learning to this day. You know what I'm saying? One of the homies that told me something that I didn't even realize, I didn't even know. I was like, yo, for real? You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So, when it comes to Parkway Gardens, right? Let's see. Okay, I just want to make sure these motherfuckers is working. Okay, for sure. Okay. Oh, Muhammad, you got to go back to my live tomorrow. Shabazz, what's happening? I spoke on that yesterday. Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a real Fairfield documentary though. Brother, what you doing for the? Oh, I don't celebrate the 4th, RB. See if I may ask, what year you moved to Sacramento? Oh, shit, I've been out here for about 10 years now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't celebrate the 4th. You know what I'm saying? My Independence Day was last week. You know what I'm saying? So, so when it comes to Parkway Gardens, right? Now, when I jump off the porch, you know, and you know, I was everywhere in Fairfield. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make a difference. I would hop on my bike. And I would go from one point of Fairfield to the other point of Fairfield, and I stretch it, you know what I'm saying, all across. You know, so I don't know where in the hell they got that Parkway Gardens was always a barrio when it wasn't a barrio at first. That's some 2000 shit. Because in the 90s and the 80s and all that, it was not a barrio. It was not a barrio. It was a melting pot. You had black, it was a lot of blacks in there, but it was blacks, it was Latinos, it was white folks. And you had some Asians rolling around there too, I believe. But it wasn't a barrio. It was a melting pot. You know, you had, P-Dub was, it went through a whole lot of transitions. The Parkway Gardens was one of them sections where it went through multiple changes over the years. You know what I'm saying? It was this at one point, it was that at one point, there was something else at one point. Now is what it is today. You know what I'm saying? So for them to come out here and try to act like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you youngsters in Fairfield, do your homework. Don't just do do your complete homework, because there's a part of the history that you guys keep on leaving. There's a lot of parts of the history you guys keep on leaving out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I understand, you know, from y'all standpoint, you know, from what y'all know, but there's a whole history of Fairfield that you guys have no idea about. No idea. Hey, Chrissy. Oh yeah, I'm enjoying myself. You know, rolled up something good. You know what I'm saying? Talking to y'all. You know. So, you know, I was gonna go down to Fairfield this weekend, but it was just, I'm not gonna be out in that heat. You know what I'm saying? Trying to shoot some shit. You know, but I will have something for y'all this year, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my own hood blog. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give y'all the whole history, just like what I've been saying I was gonna do. You know, because when it comes to Fairfield, there's a lot of different narratives. You know what I'm saying? Because people want to kind of spin it their own way. And it's like, we're not going to do that. We're not going to spin it a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to get the real Fairfield from a real Fairfield vet right here. You know what I'm saying? You know. Oh yeah, most definitely. Hey, how's your night going tonight? Oh yeah, you guys have met before. You know, from like elementary school, you know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. I went to elementary school in the West. I went to elementary school in the East. Then a junior high, I was in the Central for that. You know, for like shit. First semester of junior high, I was still living in the East, and then we had moved. I want to say either right before my first semester. I want to say it was after. It was after my first semester of school. Yeah, they almost say because I know it was like around, it was during the holidays. You know what I'm saying? It was like during winter. So then, you know, high school, went to school in the east. Shit, yeah. You know, from the house parties in Sassoon to the years of funk, like, you know what I'm saying? Not 95, let's see, between 93 and 97. No, between 93 and 99. And I'll even stretch it out to 2000, right? It wasn't safe to be out there. Let me just tell y'all that, okay? You know, not 93 was like that year. You know, them things really start to rain. You know, more than usual. You know, a big part of that was because one of the big homies, D4. You know, I didn't get the opportunity to meet him prior to, you know, his killing. You know, it was his cat. You know what I'm saying? It was some issues or whatever, and Default got caught, you know, and from there it was funky. It was funky, you know. It was DeVille and you know what I'm saying? Oh man, DeVille and Fillmore. That was some, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was some real situations going on right there, you know. And the interesting thing about that is, so like, and people used to always, it was always like I won't say it was a running joke, but it was funny because people when people found out that we had a Fillmore in Fairfield, you know what I'm saying? People were like, what? Y'all got yeah, we got a Fillmore in Fairfield. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not like the Fillmore in San Francisco. That's a whole big, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole section. Fillmore in Fairfield is literally a block. It's not even a whole street. It's just like a one, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could take Fillmore and you could set it in anybody's neighborhood like that, boom. And it was all apartment complexes, right? And it used to go down. They held their own. You know what I'm saying? They held their own. You know, it was this one cat named Leonard, and he was guessing some type of tough guy, right? And he had this friend. I can't remember what his name was, but he was like an antagonist. You know, any chance that he would get, he would really try to just feed into it and boil it up to something that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. And if Leonard was involved, you know what I'm saying? He was like his little puppy dog. You know, wherever Leonard was at, that's where he was at. And then so I had got into it at school with this one other person, right? And somehow Leonard's name came up in the mix, right? Because people had this thing where if they had an issue with me and we're into an argument, they will always try to bring up somebody's name that had the same status as me when it came down to fighting. It was weird. You know what I'm saying? And my reply would be the same all the time. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Get whoever you want to get. I don't give a damn about him, or him. It does not matter to me, right? So his little friend was like, oh, you said you could, like, Say whatever you want. I don't give a damn shit. Go tell them whatever you want to tell them. So keep in mind, we all had PE. We all had PE the same class, same period, you know. And so, you know, we dress out. And what was it? That day we had to go out on the field. And so the field was like hella big, right? But so the school was up on a hill. So the field had a slant to it, right? And we used to have to run like a mile on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Down, across, back up, across, back down. Yeah. So we was doing, I don't know if we was playing, I don't know if it was kickball or if it was something else. We were doing something out on the field that day, right? So I walk out there and I see Leonard and I see his little chew toy, right? So I'm talking to one of my other friends and he knows what's going on. So he was like, so are you gonna do anything? I'm not gonna do anything for what? You know, if he got a problem, shit, I'm right here. Now keep in mind, I said this shit loud enough, you know, because I would do a little shit to like push buttons to see if people were gonna, you know, react and do something. So I spoke kind of elevated, right? In an elevated voice. And so I turn around and I see Leonard. He turns his head and he's looking at me. He's giving me this dirty look. So I'm looking back at him. So it's just like a face-off going on at this point, right? So class ends and we go on to the next period. So I don't remember if it was the last period or the second to last period, but it was getting towards the end of the day. And word got back to me that Leonard wanted to fight me after school. So I said, all right, cool. No problem. Well, fight never happened because this motherfucker fucked around and got into it with somebody else and got suspended. So that didn't happen. So now when he comes back to school, he was like, I think it was like a 3 or 5 day. Right. So he comes back. I'm still ready for the fight. Like we can still get that. You know. Come back. Homie don't want to get down. I'm like, what the fuck going on? Now look. Now I'm not. I never was. I never was the biggest, the baddest, or whatever. Even though that's what I stood on. Because I wasn't one to back down from a fight. You know, it was like you know. So, but when you have a name and your name is attached to a certain group, people start thinking twice about what they want to do to you. Regardless if you down or not, and you know what I'm saying, you still down for the squabble and all that. Something about the name attached to a group changes something in here. You know what I'm saying? Because people would like come and tell me like, yeah, do you want to fight? You know, he a part of it. I don't care. I don't care. What, they don't bleed too? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the way that we roll. We ain't turned down nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. So I find out this is the reason why we're not going to fight. Because his whole attitude switched up when he came back. I was kind of disappointed. Because, you know, as somebody that has some status, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got some status too, okay, well then let's get down. You know? Keep in mind, I still wasn't even affiliated yet. Keep that in mind. I wasn't even affiliated at this point. That came later. That came about like a year and a half later. You know? And after junior high, because Leonard was in the 8th grade. That's what he was in the 8th grade. So I didn't see him again, you know, after that, because I was in the 7th grade, he was in the 8th grade. So after that, I didn't see cousins ever again. And I used to always ask, you know what I'm saying, what happened to him? And I get a whole bunch of different answers. Oh, well, this happened to him, and then he went there, and then I'm just like, what? See, by chance, Brother Jay Millie, did you ever learn any other fighting styles? Oh, yes, most definitely. I was taught at an early age. See, so far I'm doing okay. Just had a rough day today. I'm doing my best. Oh, well, I hope your night goes better, man. And I hope I can help out with that. Roberto in the building. Well, to all hug it out, Kraken. I know you got muscles, but sorry to hear that, Mohammed. Yeah. See, you know, when I was young, like when I was a kid, my cousins, they were taking karate, taekwondo. No, it was karate, and whenever we would like, you know, meet up or whatever, you know, and we would talk about, you know, karate and stuff, and they would tell us about what they was learning, and I was like, hey, show me how to woo. You know, because this is right around the time. This is when like the Karate Kid was a big thing. You know, and a bunch of other martial art movies of the 80s, right? So they taught me some certain things and techniques, and of course, me being a wrestler, you know, I always tell people, like, you want to get that, like, if you have a better shot with your hands, slim shot, but you got a shot, right? But to get in close and grab me, if I wanted to, I could wrap you up, and you know what I'm saying. Next thing you know, you be on there, you know. And that's what some guys like try to do. They used to try to rush me and try to hold. I'm like, why is this motherfucker trying to hold me? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Dipping their ass, like, get the fuck off me. What you hold on to me for? Trav in the building. What's going on? Salute. The original Karate Kid. I want to say this is between the second one and the third one. Chaos in the building, yeah. Yep. Got the chaos special still going. Speaking of Karate Kid, have you all seen the newest one? I have not. And I'm probably not. I watched a little bit of the one with Jaden Smith in it, and I turned that off within 5 minutes. I have not saw it yet, though. Well, I have not. Son saw it though and loved it. Oh, he liked it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm an original all three. I can't after that. After that, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I tried to do the fourth one with the girl. That was okay. It was okay, but I still didn't like it. The Karate, if it's not Daniel and Mr. Miyagi, it's not the Karate Kid. You know what I'm saying? It's just not, you know. Ball a motherfucker up real quick. Man, I'm telling you, like, don't try to wrestle me. Cause I'll fuck around, put that real naked choke on you. OG Karate Kid was a shit back, man, wasn't it? Yo, they used to fuck Daniel up. Yo, they used to fuck Daniel. Yo, hey, by the way, see, if I may ask Brother Jay, did you want more kids at one point? Well, I kept it at a 2 minimum, you know, a boy and a girl. Anything after that would just be a bonus. But, you know, I kind of just, you know, if it happens, it happens, you know. So, and it almost did happen a couple of times, but, you know, we're not going to talk about that. But, you know, that's a very controversial subject right now. You know what I'm saying? So, I can't do those remakes. Yeah, that's the way I feel, you know. It's like, okay, if you do one remake, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Nostalgia purposes and, you know, whatever after that. But they keep on making them. And it kind of starts watering down the product. Now, when it comes to the Karate Kid, I like that they went and they didn't go right back to the Karate Kid. They did the Cobra Kai thing. Cobra Kai, by the way, if y'all haven't watched that, man, make sure y'all go ahead and watch that on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? They have a whole new season on there, too. They have a whole new season on there. I thought they was done, but they got a whole new season on there. You know what I'm saying? But if you haven't watched it yet, I suggest you go watch the first, however many seasons it was. Watch that first, and then go to that. Because I'm telling you, that's one of the dopest shows on Netflix. Speaking of balling up and wrestling, Oliver's tried that, and the Ilya Tupura fucking OD'd on him. First round KO'd. Woo! O'Malley on video saying he glad he didn't accept his. Oh shit! Yeah, that's when. Yeah. Don't show your face after that. Don't just don't do it. Yeah, big kid. Hey, you can still be a big kid, man. Enjoy it. Oh, gee, that KO was ridiculous. That's that's just don't do it. Hide your face. Was you a Sonic fan back in the day, brother? Sonic. Sonic by what? Are you talking about The hedgehog.
And right now they're fighting on instinct.
Exactly what Sonic are you talking about?
The better of the two as far as being into the net now.
Although I did like the song Supersonics by JJ Fad. Supersonics.
Danny has the upper hand.
The S is for super and the U is for unique. The P is for perfection, and you know that we are freaks. The E is for exotic, and the R is for raps. Just like the new Pet Cemetery, leave it to the original. Yeah. Pet Cemetery should never have a remake. Never. Never. Did you hear about Chris Jericho's choking out? Yep, I did. I did. Oh, no, not really. When Sonic came out, you know, when it came to video games and stuff, I was primarily sports outside of like the fighting games and stuff. I wasn't really into those type of games when Sonic came out. I played it once. I played it a couple times, and yeah, it wasn't something I would want to play all the time. Jake Paul is a fucking joke. Fight someone. He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. Strike Crawford, Jake Paul. Sonic on Sega was the shit. Sega. Facts, Jake is trash. He is. Oh, not Supersonic. Yeah, Supersonic. Dun, 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 dun. Oh God, don't even get me started on Zelda. Don't get me started on Zelda. Oh my God, Nintendo motherfucker. Oh God, hell nah. Nope, I ain't doing it. 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 Yeah, I'm saying if you're gonna fight somebody, fight Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Stop bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest. You didn't fight his daddy. If you was around when his daddy was fighting, his daddy would have broke your jaw in 10 places. Okay? His daddy would have broke your jaw in 10 places while bleeding all over the place. Nah, he should have, but he was making way too much money. Yeah, because they're both in the same weight class, right? It's the same weight class, right? Fight Crawford. Zelda was my shit. I even got it on Olivia's Switch, so I can. Don't do that to her. Don't do Chaos. Don't do that to her. You gotta let her win sometimes. But I understand. I truly do understand. Because me and mine used to have our little battles on the video game, so I get it. But still, you gotta let her win sometimes.
And it is a huge experience there for Eddie Guerrero.
Goddamn Zelda. Oh, God. Fucking Nintendo. Or what that other one? Tetris. Who was fucking with Tetris back in the day? I like Prince of Persia too. That was the last game I played on GameCube and SSX Tricky. Oh, okay. Damn, the GameCube. Woo. So let's see. So she can win on that, but Mario is a complete. Oh shit. I understand. Like I said, I understand. From parent to parent, daughter to daughter. I understand. Woo, thank goodness I ain't got a boy because I probably have to really kick his ass. Take your ass to bed. It's like 6 o'clock. Take your ass to bed. But Dad, how weird. Oh shit. Tetris got on my nerves. You hear me? Tetris got on my nerves. I used to play it on Game Boy. Yo, that was the best place to play it on. What was Game Boy? Tetris was the shit. But what about you talk about the game that got a lot of people interested in shooting for real? Are you talking about the combo package? You know, you buy a Nintendo, you buy the console, and you get Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt with it. Yo, I stayed on Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt was the shiznit. I was knocking them ducks off. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Yo, it was so funny. So like, y'all remember when the Hood movie started coming out and they started shooting like like that? I used to have the gun like pew, pew, pew. Because that's the only way you can get away with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't advise doing that shit in real life though. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that motherfucker like, pew, 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 pew. Oh shit. Uh-oh. See, Brother Jay, did you know Silver Lake bought it? I just looked at that shit. I seen that earlier. WWE getting passed around like a cheap hoe. See, yep, that was the combo pack. Yep. You telling a whole lot of our agents with that one. You telling a lot of, man, Atari joystick? Yo, shout out to Atari. Donkey Kong in the building. You feel me? Hey, some of them Nintendo games was on the Atari originally. Little video game history. Pitbull and Frog. Oh shit. Do you think they should have had a second Crush Hour? I don't know. Maybe. Right there with you. With my oh shit. Oh man, we out there. Man, my brother, I used to play on my brothers because I was only, you know, I used to be on my brothers. So, you know what I'm saying? He was the one with the video game console. And he would be on that motherfucker for a hell long. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't wait for him to get off. And as soon as he got off, I was on that motherfucker for hours. Boom, boom, boom. Right? And then so like when I would go to visit my dad on the weekends, there was an Atari in the house. As soon as I walk in the house, I say hi to everybody, and I'm jumping on. I turn the TV on, I'm up on the game. You know what I'm saying? See, I don't recall. I had several games I used to play on GameCube. I had Tekken, Street Fighter, Sonic, SSX, Tricky, and a shooter game. Oh, you had that 007 game? Atari was one of the first. Yep, sure was. Still one of the dopest. And it was only one joystick. It was a joystick. Think of how far along we done came in the video game world. Think back to it was one joystick. We didn't have like controllers and hella buttons and shit. It was one controller, the button at the top, and the button on the pad.
torn this team apart. I don't know how good they were together at the beginning.
And you can do everything with that one joystick. 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 I got the Mortal Kombat Tekken. Oh, she got the classics. Yeah, that Mortal Kombat was, man. That and Killer Instinct. Backstrap, the good old days. They were supposed to be building Atari branded hotels with one in Denver, but I haven't seen anything on it in a year. What? I heard that. Jesse Carroll in my Ric Flair voice. Woo! Tekken, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can't forget the wrestling games. I have Princess. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't forget about the wrestling games. I stay on those, too. Get over here, Jesse. Yeah. Jesse, did you ever play? Oh, shit. Because Scorpion was the favorite character. Yep. Facts, guys. I used to watch people play Mortal Kombat at the mall by Lucas Pizza. Oh, sweetie. Yeah, Atari was one joystick. Oh, call them back. Remember back in the day when we could go to the store and play the deal? Oh, man. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah. I played Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, all that. Shit. Tech Mobile. Shit, the very first Madden in 93. All the Super Mario Brothers. Shit, I had 1, 2, and 3. What was that one? Game Day. What was some of the other ones I played? There was a bunch of ones. WCW versus NWO. Yeah, I remember that. I used to do that at Media Play and GameStop. Oh yeah. Sad fact, WWE and Debt Night. Oh yeah. Hey, RB, I'm definitely gonna touch on that. I'm gonna touch on that tomorrow. Because everybody want to be getting on Tony Khan supposedly not making WBD not making no money from AEW, but yet WWE's in debt. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Oh yeah, Mike Tyson's Punch Out? Hell yeah. Jordan versus Bird? Mm-hmm. I think Tower Records too, if I remember. Yeah, Taker was a shit. See, there you go. You don't want to go there. Yup, WWE in debt. They ain't making no money. Think about this. All them shows they selling now, they ain't make. Oh, that's. Who's paying the wrestlers? If they're in debt, who's paying the wrestlers? TKO. Look, now it's all starting to make sense. They're not under WWE contracts. They can't be under WWE contracts at this point. Nah. TKO has to be paying the wrestlers because if WWE as a company is in debt, they can't pay the wrestlers. That means TKO is paying them wrestlers, which means them contracts had got switched around, and TKO has those kind of like Time Warner. I kind of brought this up before, like Time Warner and WCW. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this shit crazy as hell. You know what, Chaos? I you know what? Nah, you know what? Don't smoke, you will choke on it. Oh, nah. I will whoop that ass. Okay? I will whoop that ass. And we could put some money on it if you want to. Make it a little bit more interesting. You know what I'm saying? We could put a little bit of ducats on it. You feel me? Yeah, he laughing his ass off. TKO is taking over WWE now. They already own WWE. They aren't taking over. They already own them. But they're paying the wrestlers. How you paying somebody? How does a company pay their employees if they have no money to pay them? Think about that. Negative Ghost Rider. Okay. Man, let me hurry up and get my ass out there to the VA. So I can send Chaos characters to the VA. Bars! Mario Party 7 was my favorite, especially that browser time thing. Yeah. Bob Marley. Not funny. Oh, I remember that. I'm a band ass bitch, so we can do that. You will lose. You will lose though. So bet with. Don't do it. Put that money on the table. Put your money down. You know what I'm saying? Put your money down. And we can start small. I'll be generous. We can start small at $10 a game. Nah, better yet, let's start small and start at $20 a game. Or in this case, $20 a kill. And then what I'll do, since I'm such a generous friend, I will donate to the United Jets Playoff Foundation. Yeah, the United Jets Playoff Foundation. Bowers. Buffalo Soldier. Don't do it to yourself. Don't love launches. Do I have to take my glasses off just to show you? Put your money down. Oh shit. Whatever came to the whole Captain Howdy. Oh, it's still going on. It's still going on. They came back and now they're in this whole tag team turmoil feud with like all the tag teams on SmackDown. Like all the tag teams wants to stop the Wyatts. This shit crazy. Oh, you want to do it? Oh, we can do 100 better. Okay. All right. I was just trying to do you a favor. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to look out for you. But you want to go 100? We can go 100. That's all good. Nah, your Niners need it more than my Jets. What? Hold on. Hold on. Wait, hold on. We're just last year was a very, very, very horrible year. But prior to that, we was in the Super Bowl. The Jets, a very, very bad year. The year prior to that, another very, very, very bad year. Prior to that, another very, very, very bad year. Prior to that, Little Smokey in the building, salute. Oh, okay. I was liking that horror about that guy. Yeah, they still, yeah. that's what made Bray Wyatt like so dope. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate that he can't be around to be involved with what was going on, because oh man, that was a lot of money that was going towards the dance. Oh, for $100 you can get just season tickets. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, that don't scare me. You are dealing with someone who loves to gamble, and I'm pretty good at it. I suggest you keep it safe. Just look it out for you. I appreciate the concern, but as somebody that has a nice little history of gambling himself, I dare say you might want to have the ER on standby. Because after I get tapping that ass, you're gonna have to go seek some treatment. I love talking shit with Chaos. I see a theme here with the Jets. Oh shit. Oh, Jesse, you got jokes. Oh shit. Chaos, you be hitting links on DraftKings coming NFL season. Man, I need to get involved with that. Cause the homie be fucking with the parlays and shit, and I you know, I be so interested in the games, I be forgetting like shit. So I might get involved with that. Yeah, I just said 5 on a parlay, so miss me with that bullshit. What $5? You hit $5? Yes. Don't play with us. Oh. When was last? Oh shit. I'm such a degenerate. I ain't even been on the WWE. Oh damn. Oh damn. That's the WNBA. Don't worry about what I hit licks on. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh man. I'm dead right now. Fair enough. Jesse, when was the last time Denver followed through with anything? Oh, damn. Oh, we come up on a 10-year anniversary of that. Nah, $5 grand, motherfucker, get your game. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying, I just had to ask, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that 5 could have been 5 cents. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I gotta ask these questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you got you here for the 5 racks. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. You know? Woo! Yeah, I'm trying to stay out the Super Bowl conversation until we win another one. Because yeah. You know what I'm saying? We like get close to that 30-year mark. You know, matter of fact, yeah, we already there. Shit. Damn. Ugly. There's hope. There's always hope. But hey, y'all, I'm about to go ahead and end this. I got something to do. I'm the worst gambler ever. If I can just shoot dice until the sun comes up and be even, I'm happy with that. Yo, hey, sometimes it be that way, you know. See, Jets might not be terrible this year. They're gonna be bad, but maybe that's. Oh, all right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'm up out of here. Like I said, I got something to do. So Jesse will be live here shortly. So y'all want to go over there? You know, go hang out, see what's going on in the world today. You know what I'm saying? And I will be over there at some point tonight. And until then, y'all have a good night. I will be on here tomorrow where we will be discussing WWE in depth. What does this really mean? What has really been going on? Because obviously now WWE's they've been hiding something. They've been lying. They've been lying. Okay? They've been lying. Somebody has to own up to that. Because there ain't no way in the world that they're sitting here telling they're doing all these good numbers, right? But yet you're in debt. Vince McMahon just sold a bunch of his shares. But you're broke? Where's the money going to? Who's getting the money? Who's paying the wrestlers? What's really going on? So we're going to get into all that. I'm going to do some more of my homework on it. And yeah, so I will be on. I'm going to try to be on before, well, hold on. Is Raw? Oh, Raw's coming on early tomorrow. Okay, so I will be on after King Leo. No dirt sheets. Make sure y'all tap in for that. You know what I'm saying? So I will be on after him. And then yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're probably gonna touch on it within the chat. I'm not gonna say too much about it in the chat. I might say a little something here and there, but I'm not gonna say too much in the chat. I'm gonna wait for my live, and I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna break the whole thing down. We're gonna have a, you know what I'm saying, we'll have a panel. We're gonna talk about this because this is some shit that somebody's lying. And what is the future? This is gonna be the big question. What is the future of WWE? Right? And what does this actually mean for AEW in the long run? So, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for coming through. It's always enjoyable when I see my peoples come up in the building. I'll take your money. Oh, see, there she go. There she go. Trav, you have a good night too. Chaos, you as well. Muhammad, as well. Jesse, I will see y'all in a minute. So, like I said, tomorrow, make sure y'all tune in and tap in for that. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.